Super Bowl Sunday is this weekend, the biggest game of the year. Seahawks, Patriots in San Francisco. Seahawks are 4.5-point favorites in this game, Josh. We talked about it a little bit last week, but have our opinions changed? And who we picking? I mean, look, this is going to get posted on Saturday for what our picks are going to be.
Sure.
So what do you think, Josh? Seahawks, Patriots in the Super Bowl. How do you see it playing out?
I think this could be a situation where we see defensive touchdowns from both teams. Yeah. I definitely think we're going to have a Seattle defensive touchdown. Because I do believe well, A, that's what they do, and B, Drake Maye really hasn't played well in the playoffs and has turned the ball over several times.
Yeah.
I can also see, though, Drake Maye, once like the jitters get off, him starting to mount a comeback with some unique big-time play, whether it's to Kayshon Boutte or to Demario Douglas. I see Shaheed for Seattle having a monster play.
Yeah.
I see the vet Cooper Kupp trying to help because the Patriots are going to be double teaming JSN all game. I'm saying lots and lots of cool defensive things, yet I'm going with the over in the points because the over is 45.5. I think Seattle opens up with a big lead. Patriots make a good comeback, but then late in the third, Seahawks pull away with a multiple score Super Bowl win. Give me Seattle 31, New England 20.
You know, we do think quite alike, Josh. And maybe that's because over the past few months, we've spent a decent amount of time together. But I was thinking around the same thing. I do think that it's absolutely possible that we could see a defensive touchdown from Seattle. I think that that's a real thing. We could see it from both sides, but I think the way that I'm looking at this game is on the topic of Drake Maye. Okay. Second year in the league. Okay. This is a guy who, I mean, obviously at this point, has not played well in the playoffs. Bad weather, bar none. But I will say this. From Seattle's perspective, they, in my mind, they have a quarterback that is playing with house money.
Oh, my God, yes.
I think Sam Darnold is a guy whose career was over.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Sam Darnold.
His career was over 2 years ago.
His career was over more than that. Sam Darnold was going to be a career backup.
Yeah.
And that was going to be it. That, like, he was a bust. Like that, he was going to be a backup. Then goes to Minnesota and has this wild resurgence out of nowhere. Nobody expected it. Nobody would have thought that Sam Darnold would turn into the player that he is with the Vikings last year. Then comes to Seattle on a big contract. They give him a chance, and it's all working. I mean, Sam Darnold, I think, is just happy to be there. Now,
for sure.
Let's not pretend like he's going to ignore all the pressure. There is pressure. But Drake Maye's a kid, right? Drake Maye's a kid whose legacy starts now. Sam Darnold, win or lose, it doesn't matter. His career was over. If he becomes a Super Bowl winner, great. That's a hell of a story. Mm-hmm. If he becomes a Super Bowl loser, it's still a hell of a story, Josh.
Yeah, he's got nothing to lose. He's got nothing to lose.
Listen, I think this could be an exciting game to the point of this game could be over in the second quarter.
Wow, okay.
I think Seattle I think this could be, and I'm not saying it's likely, I think this could be a near blowout win for Seattle. I think this could be a big, big time win. I would say, I was going to say 34-20.
Okay. So around what I was saying. Yeah.
Right. But I'm thinking maybe even more. I'll say 37. I'll say 37-19. Seattle wins the Super Bowl over the Patriots.
Okay. So
That's what I'll say.
So we were both saying Seattle will win the Super Bowl. Now let me throw this at you. Super Bowl MVP. Most commonly, it's the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
So if Seattle wins, very strong chance, and obviously the odds are in favor of Sam Darnold then winning the Super Bowl MVP. Take quarterback out of it. Okay. Who do you think could be a dark horse to win Super Bowl MVP? And in this case, we're saying Seattle, so it's got to be someone on Seattle then.
Yeah. I'm going to say my underdog for Super Bowl MVP is A.J. Barner.
Ooh. By the way, in case I know you're not a gambling man, but A.J. Barner for MVP of the Super Bowl is plus 10,000.
I might have to throw a buck on that. Might have to throw a buck on that, Josh.
I will say this because again, I'm going with Seattle as well, obviously. So if I were to pick a dark horse Super Bowl MVP, I mentioned him when I brought up the breakdown of the game.
I know you're going to say.
What am I going to say?
Rashid Shaheed.
Other guy that I brought up. But Shaheed could very well do it. Shaheed, his odds honestly aren't bad. Shaheed is plus 3,000. But you know what? For a fun dark horse, give me the second person in NFL history, only other one being Tom Brady, to win Super Bowl MVP for two different teams. Cooper Kupp.
I was thinking about Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp's at plus 7,500 for Super Bowl MVP because I honestly don't think Jackson Smith and Jigba is going to have a JSN type game because the Patriots are going to, that is who their MO. They're going to be like, contain him. And when I say contain, he might still have one touchdown and like 60 to 70 yards, which for most receivers is great. But for JSN, that's just like a mediocre at best. Cooper Kupp will suddenly have like an 8-catch, 2-touchdown game and be your dark horse MVP. And everyone in LA will be furious.